right? But I mean, I'm willing to ride with it, right?
Yeah.
Namor's character, I didn't know much about Namor, so I didn't know much. I kind of went in a little fresh, right? I love that they explained his name as the child without love.
Oh gosh, man.
And if you've ever seen Looper, have you ever seen Looper?
Yeah, I seen it.
So the end scene of Looper, when they show old boy growing up and having suffered this trauma and becoming this bad guy from the future that ruins the past, right? Over and over again. And is the creation of the bad. Like this mythos has been created in this moment is what I saw that you watched in that flashback scene where he emerges from and sees slavery and sees these things happening. And you're right. Namor is in the same vein as Killmonger, right? Which is like people that view the world as like this is huge suffering, right? The only difference between the three of them, Namor, T'Challa, and what is his real name? Ninjaku or I can't pronounce Killmonger's real name. But the difference between those three is that T'Challa and Namor's characters in their history, they said, we're gonna go more protectionist, we're gonna go hide,
We're gonna
just
isolate.
don't mess with us, right? Killmonger is like, y'all need to be out here going to get them. And I think what you find is Namor somewhere in the middle of those two, where he's like, we could go and get y'all very easily, and I have no qualms about that. It's just don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You know what I mean?
I think to take it a step further, Namor's people did what the Wakandans were afraid to do. Right?
Yeah.
Namor's people came out and killed it. Like the reason why they're hiding now is because they came out when old boy was young and burned it all down and was like, okay, we can't come out here again because people are going to know we're here.
Right.
And so they retreated in isolation, whereas the Wakandans chose outside world be damned. You're never going to know we're here. So suffering that takes place on the outside ain't my problem.
Right.
We're going to self-isolate and not give a damn about what happens on the outside. So okay, can I bring up another point?
Yeah, please do.
Did you watch the Eternals, right?
Yeah.
So remember in the Eternals, there was that scene right before the Spaniards take over and right before colonialism and slavery kicks off, where the Eternals retreat. Somebody said, had the Eternals not retreated in that moment, would Namor have ever been born?
That's a good point.
So because then that moment of them of Namor killing the Spaniards because the Spaniards are there for slavery never happens because the Eternals in a previous movie in a previous lifetime would have intervened to end slavery. But they retreated into their high castle of, again, gods and goddesses retreated into their castle and didn't do anything. Sorry, that might be a little bit too deep for.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, something else from Eternals that I thought you would have brought up that I'm still upset about with every passing content that comes out post Eternals is ain't nobody gonna talk about the huge aliens sticking outside of the earth.
We're not. Yeah, I've just
nobody's gonna recognize that apparently from space you can see a huge alien.
I don't think we're going to deal with that.
Up out of the ocean, frozen in time.
I think
just no one recognizes this.
I think eventually they'll deal with it. I think there's a spell casted on the entire earth that nobody sees it, right?
I can't believe that. I can't believe. And like Namor is from the ocean, and it's like you should know.
He knows.